Okay, July 3rd. Just going for a quick ride. I went to get my root canal yesterday. Um, just to find out that I have a crack in the tooth. So I have two options: to get it pulled or to do nothing. And yeah, so now I have to get it pulled. What do we have here? She did do a partial root canal, so she removed the nerve that was giving me trouble. But I guess that explains why it hurt so much anyway, because it was cracked. Now they can't see this in x-rays. They used a microscope, which is why they sent me to this place to begin with, because they have a microscope. So good thing. I mean, I'm glad they found it, because I would have spent all this money to get a root canal and a crown. And she said, I could still do that because the crack is up high enough that they could still do the root canal and get a crown. But she said that it's just going to keep cracking. It may last 1 or 2 years, but she said the long-term solution is to get it pulled. So yeah, I'm still on the pain train. It's a lot less now though. I really only have to take one ibuprofen. It's just swelling now. It's not nerve pain. And I've noticed one thing. I don't almost never take medication of any kind. And I only take ibuprofen if I really, really need it. Like if I really screw up my back or something. But I've noticed one thing, that ibuprofen doesn't do crap for nerve pain. And I wish doctors would say this, unless it's different for everybody, but I don't know. I don't think it would be. I mean, muscles are muscles and nerves are nerves. I've always noticed that ibuprofen's great for inflammation. It's perfect as an anti-inflammatory, but Tylenol is the best for nerve pain. And I experimented one day. I just took the ibuprofen and it didn't do crap. And then I just took a Tylenol the next day and that took care of it. So really, if you have nerve pain, just take Tylenol. Don't bother with the ibuprofen. If you have inflammation, muscular thing, take ibuprofen. Don't bother with the Tylenol. So right now I'm just popping one ibuprofen every 6 hours. I mean, I don't even really need it. I just took it last night to go to bed. And it works. So anyway, I'm glad that I'm not in agonizing pain, but I'm not exactly happy that I have to pull the same molar on the other side. So I had that same molar. It's the big molar, right in the middle. I forget what they call it. Well, they call it number 19, but there is a more medical term for that tooth. And Thank you. That's right, they graded this road recently, didn't they? But anyway, I had that years ago. Gosh, like a long time ago. Like 14 years ago, 15 years ago. I had to get the same molar on the right side pulled. It's just I had so I have a history of my father also because we have big jaws. We have broad jaw lines, and we have a history of grinding our teeth at night due to stress. I'm always under stress. 90% of the time, I'm under stress. So I probably do grind my teeth. So that's probably what happened. So I had that tooth about 15 years ago. That it was just bad. It was like I was always having a problem with it. And I eventually got a root canal. And then the root canal didn't really work, so they eventually had to pull it. And my dentist at the time, who was just fantastic, Dr. Odlum, he retired. He was in Simsbury, Connecticut. I talked about him. Just a really good guy. And I don't think they had the microscope back then, but his exact words were, "There's probably a micro crack in it." This guy like knew everything. That's the best part about an older dentist, because they've been doing it so long, you know. So yeah, he was right, because that's exactly what's going on with this other one now. So they recommended that I get a night guard, one of those mouth guards to sleep with. My dad had to use one of those. He probably gave up in like 3 days, like probably I will. But I really don't want to go through this again, so I might make an effort. I remember when I first got that tooth pulled, the oral surgeon was like, "Wow, you have a strong jaw." So yeah, that's my saga for this season. Season is not as good as last season. The weather's been kind of crappy. Look at this bag of trash. That's nice, huh? Well, the good thing is that between taking the medication, I haven't been wanting to drink much, especially with Tylenol. So I've only been, the last couple days I had just 2 beers at night, and I really don't want to eat anything, so I've been losing weight. It's one way to do it. Well, that's a nice color on that Tacoma. I think is that the Terra? My 20? They're like, I know that guy. Shit, I should have known that guy was a firefighter type thing, whatever they are now. I went bird hunting one morning, and I met that guy. Yeah, I think it is 20 years old. I think, because he was young. He got a brand new Tacoma for his 20th birthday. Wow. There's your tax dollars, folks. granted, he couldn't have got it from the salary already. How old do you got to be a firefighter? He must be related to one of them or something. But anyway, I met him at the field when I was bird hunting, and he was all smiles. He had all the best gear. Had 2 dogs with 2 collars, 2 training collars. Yeah. I can end there, right? I don't have to be too rude. I'm not going to get coffee. I was worried about getting my helmet on because my left's where they did the work yesterday was still pretty swollen. And if I were to have coffee right now, it'd probably make it swell up more and probably cause me some discomfort with my helmet on. So I'll get coffee when I get home. I'll make the best coffee around anyway. I'm going to try going up to the arcade in Campton. Hope it's open. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. And if it is, I'll try to get some footage of the inside. It sucks. I know I watched the videos and it's like, dude, why don't I got to film these places. So I know other people must feel the same way. If there's actually real people watching my videos. I don't ever get any comments except from one person. I half expect someone to be like, you're a douchebag, you're a Trump tard. Oh, look at all this lovely traffic. Wow. That guy's turning left and I'm turning. Oh my gosh, these guys are all going up. Where are they going? I guess I go, maybe? I don't even know. Who goes? I went to driving school. I think I go, right? Because I don't have the light. Not even 8 o'clock. It's not even 9 o'clock, but it's the day before the 4th of July, so it's just been insane here. I keep saying it, I knew it was going to be bad this year, and it is the worst I've ever seen it. There are so many tourists. When I was coming home from Concord yesterday, driving north, I was just surrounded by mass plates. Is New Hampshire that much better? Is Massachusetts really that boring? I know the government is garbage. But, like, if you're going on vacation, is New Hampshire, just... In the words of Bob Marley, does Massachusetts have a lake? Is there really absolutely nothing to do there? Is it all just flat farmland? Can't you go to Vermont? Or Maine? Oh, no, you go there, too, I forgot. That's just, ugh. Gosh. Too many people in Massachusetts. That's because they're all Irish. Duh. I forgot about that. You guys breed like rabbits. They knew what they were doing when they set up Massachusetts. We'll get them all to have 10 babies each and vote Democrat. Well, this way we'll take over the world. Irish people tend to be very left-leaning, don't they? It's not all of them, I know, but Ireland itself seems to be fairly left-leaning, doesn't it? Which is odd because, I don't know. Look at all this traffic. I'm not going to be able to get home. I got to check my suspension. It's starting to feel kind of soggy. I know you can adjust it. Pretty nice morning, I will say. Is this the horse guy again? Bet you they're Irish. Beautiful property. Man, I'll tell you what. Going on these dirt roads is so much fun. This is what the KLR is made for. I guess that's why so many people in Oregon have these bikes, the KLRs. They're good fire road bikes. But I say that because it's just so fun to rev these things in like third gear. You know, I just sound like a giant dirt bike. So I went to this bookstore in Concord. I was excited to see it after I got out of the endodontist. There's Books A Million, bam. Books A Million. I didn't know that's what that was. I never heard of it before, but yeah, Books A Million. I never saw those before. It was cool. It was like a big Barnes and Noble, which as a kid, you know, that was like another place I'd hang out in the summer, and I would just go and like read D&D source books or Star Wars source books, and go to Starbucks and chill out in the air conditioning and read. Oh, it was good times. But so yeah, there's a big sign that said books, games, and something tech. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I gotta check this place out. So I went in there and I got a Lord of the Rings card game. It's pretty bad. I don't recommend it. I was so disappointed. It's like a card. It's like Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle Earth. There's so many Battle for Middle Earth games, but this is just like a cheesy little box with cards and like a placemat kind of board. It's $14. Wow, it's a pretty crappy game. I don't recommend that. It might be fun to play with the kids, but I couldn't even make it through a full game. I was like, this is stupid. Very little tactical choice. It's like, it feels like almost like Uno. Uno is more fun though, but it's like kind of a card matching game with Lord of the Rings slapped onto it. That's basically it. But anyway, my son, like I said, he's starting to read. He likes Garfield comic books, so I said, maybe I'll get him some kind of graphic novel or something. So I asked the guy, I'm like, do you have graphic novels for kids? Because they had all this manga. I never got into that stuff. I said that might be good because the Japanese have some like good stories and stuff. But I went to pick one up and they're all backwards. I'm like, no, I'm not going to confuse my kid like that. He's reading at, I would say, a third or fourth grade level. I don't need to throw that in there. Why is this book backwards? That's how Japan does it. I don't know, it might be a good learning experience, but I asked my wife, she's like, oh, I said, is this new? Do they always do that? And I know in Japan they read like that, but they're reading Japanese. So I said, do they always do that? And she said, yeah. I'm like, why? She's like, because that's how they read in Japanese. I'm like, I know, but it's not in Japanese. So she's like, yeah, but it was translated. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. So they kept the format. It's pretty weird to me. Let's go the extra step and put it the right way. But anyway, ended up getting him a Minecraft visual novel. Now I know anything to do with kids in this country is very likely to be filled with leftist propaganda, or politics, if you will. So I was very careful. I'm like, Minecraft, now, how are they going to screw up Minecraft? I mean, Minecraft's been around forever, but, but just naivety anyway. And, oh, that's bumpy. I skimmed through it to make sure there was nothing weird. And I was like, all right, man, I'll get it. $8.99. And I got a couple Where's Waldo books because they were buy one get one 50% off. And I got home and I was, all excited. I was gonna give my kids a couple nice surprises. Of course, that didn't work out right away. My youngest son, who's really good at Where's Waldo kind of stuff, he's really good at finding stuff. That's like his talent. I took him in on my lap and I said, let's find this guy. So right away he found him. And then he was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. And he just like pushed off my lap and went and did something else. Like, oh, there goes my dream. There goes my what is it? My expectations, right? I was like thinking I'd come home and be all happy to see me, and they were. And they'd want to spend time together, but I forgot it was my kids. So anyway, long story short, I give my oldest son the Minecraft book, and he's reading it, and he just drills through it, and he didn't seem very entertained by it. So anyway, later that day, at night, my wife's getting everything ready for them to go to bed, and she comes downstairs, and here she goes. She's like, have you, she's like, did you read this? I'm like, I skimmed through it. She's like, she starts shaking her head like, nope. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And even in that. So, I mean, it wasn't that big a deal, but it's completely inappropriate for children, even if it was heterosexual. It's like, it's so inorganic. I mean, it's so obvious that they're pushing an agenda. Shame on these people. Shame on these people. They're terrible, terrible people. But so my point is I've made a decision now that I'm not going to buy any kind of educational child, kids stuff, entertainment or otherwise. That's American. I'm either going to buy Japanese or Canadian, because every single educational, and people, they like to mock Canada, but Canada is doing a hell of a lot better than we are socially. Okay, every single educational thing that does not have propaganda is from Canada. If you've got kids, look into this. My kids have grown up watching Katie's Classroom, Brainiacs? No, Brainiacs? Brain something. And another one I can't remember. But they're all like wholesome educational shows that like I grew up with. There's no hidden agenda. Even if I have to find, like, when I've had to find things to make math fun, it's always been from even Russia, even China. China is actually very good for educational materials for children. There's zero propaganda. So yeah, this country is really it's not good. It's sick. We have a sick, very sick country, and anyone who has kids, take my advice. Look elsewhere. This is why I don't have pride, and I never had like that pride in my country, because you got to use your brain always. There is no pride to be had in this country anymore. Some people take that as sad. To me, that's reality. Between all the freaking murders, and these people are sick. This is a sick society. People want to blame the guns. The guns have always been there. It's not the guns. It's the people that we're raising. It's the people that this society is producing. It's a very sick society. Let's see. Are they open? I don't know. There's no open flag. I'll come back. Maybe they open at 10. I don't feel like going up in there, so. Does this go, I wonder? Let's check it out. See, yeah, why is all this, and I truly don't care how an adult wants to live their life. I truly don't. But why is all this stuff ham-fisted and kid stuff? I mean, it's been said a million times over, and whenever it's brought up to the left, they just stand there like zombies, like they can't answer it, or they're afraid to answer it. What's the deal? So yeah, name me one educational program that's made in the U.S. that's not cringy. Sticky, 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 sticky bubble gum. That one, because that's creepy as hell. There's something not right about that program, and that's obviously not very educational. Look at, they're clearing lots here. Welcome to Waterville Estates. No thanks. I've been here. I don't want to go back. Keep your utopia. This is all actual sand, so I'm gonna walk it here. Oh my god. Look at that. Beautiful. Look, they cleared those lots. There's 2 brand new contemporary houses up there. What'd I tell you? They're clearing that lot up there. Oh gosh. And 10, look, they cleared that lot. This wasn't here last year. New Hampshire's not going to be rural for long. Mark my words. Look at what we get. This is what we get. Let's see, where are they from? Let's see, ready? Maine. That's different. Look at this one, ready? Massachusetts. Look, they built a new road there. They're going to take over that road. they're open. I do hope they're open. 10 o'clock would just be too late. Never up here at that time. And now to figure out how to park this bitch. It's a pretty good lean. Well, before I take everything off, I should see if they're even open. Oh, they are. Cool. Check it out. I only got coffee here. Quarter only? Why does it say $1.50? Coming soonish. We got asteroids. There's the Mario. Pretty cool. This snowmobile game's legit. Air hockey. Pool table. Alright, I'm gonna play me some games. Oh, it's fast. I was doing good before I put the helmet on, I swear. Oh my, wow. I'm on the scoreboard. Oof. Ah! Gotcha.
Oh, game over. Womp womp. Where the heck did P go? Let's look backwards. I gotta beat 26,160. Yikes. I'm gonna need some practice. I haven't played this game in a long time. Dude. Yes. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. Oh. Oh. Oh, wrong button. Whoa. Oh. I'm not getting that. I'm not beating that score. What am I doing? And we drove right into it. Amazing. Oh well. Still didn't beat my other one. Okay. Should I play anything else? Yeah, why not? What do I have? Oh my keys, duh. Very cool.
was fun. I have to do that more often. Yeah, having a helmet on playing Asteroids kind of changes the dynamic a little bit. But I tried playing pinball. I forget it, man. I suck at pinball. I am not a pinball wizard. But they have, I mean, one of them is Dungeons and Dragons from back in the day, and the other one is Back to the Future from back in the day, so I have to play those just for the sounds alone. But that was Asteroids Deluxe. That's really nice. I don't remember if the original Asteroids had a shield. Well, that's a nice touch. That's a very good game. That really stands up because there's a lot of counterplay to accommodate various dangers. You've got thrust and you've got shields, so it's pretty cool. I don't remember if the original had that. I don't remember it having shields, but it was so long ago. Heat up. Wish we could have fall weather all the time. Look at all these cars, man. Oh wow, it's almost 10. I didn't think I was in there that long, but those places tend to be a time warp. I could have spent $1 and left there happy, but I broke another $1 and I tried to play some pinball and womp womp. I just love the sounds of those, the D&D one especially. Makes me feel like pulling out my old AD&D books. There's a whole field of baby turkeys. Look at that. Adorable. I should take my time. I don't have to rush home. Who needs a dirt bike when you can get a KLR? This is way better than having a dirt bike. As long as you got enough dirt roads to have fun on.